What is this? Nobody is here. Hello, folks. I'm not sure what's happened to our club. Well, I don't know if they're showing up or not. But we're 2 minutes into it. This is the San Carlos Computer Club. I am Scott Stimson with International Computer Solutions in Alaska, running the Anchorage Walkabout Town Bed and Breakfast, as we do so often in the summers. And I'm waiting for my group to join us. No one has given me any indicator that they won't be here. So I'm not sure what's going on. But as you can see, the meeting is full of just me. I do have a document prepared for today. Maybe people read my document and said this is not the things we want to talk about today, which is always fine. I always encourage people to bring their own topics. Turn down this music. We're just waiting for folks. Hopefully folks are showing up. Well, if you're interested in this document, you have to be on our mailing list. But these are the things we talk about in each one of our meetings. Jim was pestering me this morning once more about ESU information. You know, you can update your Windows 10 computer for the next year. Microsoft is offering updates. For those of you that are not in the know, your Windows security updates will go away October 14th unless you take one of these new measures they have just announced. I'm sorry, they didn't just announce them, but I'm announcing them right now. So, according to Microsoft, according to Microsoft, there is, you can now extend the updates available to you in one of three ways. You can I just got a tag from a guest saying they're out of here. So they have checked out. So one of three ways. You can either share your data, your settings and data with Microsoft, which will make you eligible for a year extended service updates for your Windows 10 computer. Or you can spend 1,000 Microsoft credits, which will allow you to buy a license to extend your Windows 10 installation for another year. Or you can pay $30 in your Microsoft account. This doesn't require you to share your data, and that's eligible for, I believe, 10 computers, 5 or 10 computers at $30. I just had it in front. Where did it go? Jim was asking about this stuff, and like, okay, I will try and figure this out. In fact, I probably have a summary here. Oh, there's Chester. Hey, Chester.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Am I the only one?
You are the only one. I've been sitting here talking to myself, going, "Where is everybody?" How are you doing this morning?
Well, I'm doing fine. I'm just kind of curious where everyone, like you are, where is everyone?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. It might have just been our group is dwindled down to under 10 most of the time.
Yeah,
And I wonder if we just hit one of those days where nobody was going to be able to make it. Up to 10 devices. So, did you bring any topics for
I,
today,
I did
Chester?
not. I didn't bring any topics. And if you want to call it a day, we can certainly do that.
Okay, well, I wasn't giving up just yet. In fact, I was talking to myself about the Windows updates, the Windows 10 updates, which I don't know if you're still using a Windows 10 computer, are you?
No, I'm using 11.
11 now. Microsoft's got this move right now where they're trying to ease people into their system, which is what is required for 11.
Yeah,
And what they've offered almost at the last minute is the ability to upgrade or to continue to receive updates for the next year until 2026. Up until recently, Windows 10 was going to stop getting updates on October 14th. But Microsoft has just put out this plan where you qualify for free extended service updates for a year under 3 different criterias. And one of them's just sharing your information. They'll let you
mhm.
do it if you sync all your settings from your computer up to Microsoft. That will qualify you. And another is if you've accumulated 1,000 Microsoft points, however you may do that. At one time, I know Bing Searches was giving Microsoft accounts points for using Bing as their main. And so if you had accumulated 1,000 points in whatever way, you could use that to buy this extended update again. And the third way is to pay $30 flat out. And apparently you can extend up to 10 machines with $30 for a
That's
year,
probably
though.
what a lot of companies will do.
Yeah, I imagine that'll be the case. So it'd probably be even more so small businesses
Yeah,
just putting it off, just kicking the can down the road another year. But I was just talking to myself about that when you arrived. And if you're on 11, it doesn't affect you anyway. You've already gotten a Microsoft account. That's the only way you could have been able to set it up. Yeah, it seems to be a matter of tying the device to a Microsoft account. What they're trying to do. Oh, Jester, why don't we cut this short? But I got one other topic that I think you might find interesting that I just kind of stumbled upon this morning and added it. And that's how to make Safari read a web page aloud. This is
how, how to what?
how, how to how to make your iPhone read a web page to you.
I don't use my uh, iPhone
For any
uh,
of that kind of stuff, huh?
for any of that. I just use it as a phone.
Hey,
I don't
Fred,
even.
How you doing?
welcome. It's just the three of us. Chester and I were just debating about whether we should call it.
Okay.
But I was telling Chester about the extended service updates for Windows 10. Jim had been bugging me to find some information about it, and so I finally did put together some basic knowledge on how it works. And so we were talking about that, and then I was just offering Chester information on how to get your iPhone to read web pages, but he says he doesn't use it for any of that internet stuff. He just uses it as a phone.
Well, I use mine all the time on the internet.
Well, you might find this interesting. I have been bugging myself to figure this out, and I keep forgetting to do it because I get sidetracked with other stuff. This morning, I'm like, no, I want the convenience of this web page to just be read to me while I'm getting ready. And so I did a little bit of research. I found this article that makes it very clear using an iPhone and the Safari web browser and the features that are in, well, and actually this covers it for all Safari browsers, the Macintosh as well, or the iPad. But here in the iPhone, you turn on a speech reader or a screen reader, and then when that's available, you can just swipe down from the top of your phone with two fingers, and a reader control pops on the screen. And that reader control has a play pause button, and it allows you to, let's see if they've on the phone, if they've got a picture. Don't have a picture. That's funny. And this is it right here at the end of this article. Activating speak screen in Safari. It's an accessibility option under spoken content. And if you turn it on, then you can swipe down with two fingers from the top of your screen, and that player will appear on top of the web browser. And it's got a pause play button on it, but it's also got an advance or rewind button on either side. It's kind of like or a skip track, and you use that to bounce around the web page or bounce around the screen. And so you start it playing, and you listen, and if it's some random content like sadly an advertisement taken up, you can hit that skip track button and go on to the next section and start reading that. And so you can get through a web page having it read to you at control.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, there's just been so many instances that I've found where it would have been nice if I could have just had a web page read to me. I've used other solutions, and I'm curious if this works if you stick your phone in your pocket, because I wouldn't mind like pulling up a Wikipedia article, hitting play on my headphones, and then going back to mowing the lawn.
Wonder if it'll play Bluetooth.
Yeah, I'm sure it will, because it would just output through your. In fact, the thing I was testing it on with my Bluetooth,
Okay.
I would imagine that that's not a problem in reading. I think one of the problems I've had with other solutions is that if you allow your screen to close, then many times that'll stop the audio because it's a text to speech, or say for a video, for example, you can't listen to a YouTube video. Your screen will close at some point and the audio will stop.
Okay.
I think that that's something that is available if you're in a subscription. I haven't looked at offerings recently, but I know that used to be one of the features.
How do you get rid of the advertisements on YouTube?
You pay for it, but if if you've got an Android device you're using, hey Pop, welcome. People are showing up. Chester and I were the first ones here for the first 10 minutes of this.
We always forget your 9 o'clock seems. We don't realize it's 9 o'clock. We think we're going to 10.
Fred, to get rid of YouTube advertising, one of my favorite apps on an Android device is the SmartTube app. You heard of that?
No. I'm on a Apple device anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for YouTube. You actually, yeah, and I don't know what YouTube's going for, but a Fire Stick or an Android streaming box under $100 with SmartTube in it might be the easiest solution.
Smart tube.
SmartTube. It's an app that you use instead of YouTube. I use it all the time. It's one of my favorite apps, and it allows the content to come through, and then it bypasses the ad. It's not so much a blocker as a non-receiver, and so it just immediately skips on to the next video. It never receives the ad. I'd recommend it if you were in bandwidth limited or bandwidth capped, data capped situations, because ads take up bandwidth. So not only are you incrementally using up your contract, but you're being annoyed by this ad. You didn't want it to use your bits in the first place. The interface is really clean. It feels like you're using YouTube, or you can customize it. It's got just a whole bunch of customizing features in it. So you can change the look. You can decide what categories. You can use it without signing into your YouTube account, so you don't have to use a Google account with it. You can continue as a guest on the app.
Okay. I'll give that a try.
I think the only thing I've come across that that I've come across with the app, and I don't know at what point maybe that'll change, but you're probably aware that there are movies shared on YouTube that are ad supported. They're ad supported by YouTube, not third parties. They're YouTube content that's being sponsored by ads. You ad, and these are real movies, like first run movies, like superhero movies, whatever you might have, just mainstream stuff. And you can watch it for free on YouTube if you watch the ads. I have found those videos to be unavailable on SmartTube, whereas all other content, it just skips right through the advertising. For example, a late night show, like a Colbert clip or something like that, where YouTube throws advertisements, cuts it up and throws advertisements. Those advertisements jump from segment to segment.
It would be nice.
Yeah. But I am not familiar. I'm looking at the website right now, and I am not familiar with working on anything except. Yeah, it's an 8. They haven't bothered to build something for Windows, maybe, or Macintosh. Maybe it's just the idea that so many different ways to block ads on the desktop platform, and there are almost no ways to block ads on the Apple platform. Either you're not getting ads. I don't know. Did you see that article that was praising the Apple TV for privacy because it doesn't allow anything out of its, or out of all the streaming boxes, it's the least offensive at your behavior. But then the ads that are sanctioned, there is no way to block that stuff. Not that I'm aware of.
Yep.
I'll take a look at that and see what I can do. I'd get frustrated.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't use YouTube as much at this point because there's so much advertising. Really funny. I've really got my kids on it now too, because they typically just go to the generic YouTube app on any particular TV. And they've got their own ways of blocking ads, I'm sure, when they go on their Chromebook or their desktop computer. But I hear the complaint in the living room, why so many ads? They're watching some hour-long Minecraft video. inundated with ads. Get up on SmartTube. Now that's their go-to. I'll stick a link to this page on this document, though it may not be that helpful, because if you were to put it on an Android device, you'd probably be using a downloader. Come to this page, not this document. This page. This is
Yeah, but at least it gives you something, a place to look to find out about it.
yeah.
You know, if I can put it on a stick or Roku.
Heck, yeah. Well, Roku, you couldn't because it's the Android app. But if you could have an old Android phone and cast it to your TV set.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of simple scenarios. Now, you could turn an old Android phone into a streaming device for your TV.
It wouldn't work on a Fire Stick?
On a Fire Stick, it will. But on a Roku, it will not. On an Apple TV, it will not.
Okay.
YouTube ad-free app. And I stuck it under our apps recommendation. Hi, Mom. Welcome. We've been filling up the group very slowly, but it's nice to have all four of you with us.
Well, I just woke up. Sorry, I probably really look like that too, but when to get on. Okay, so now you don't have to look at me.
Okay. Well, I thought you looked fine, but whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
So I was telling Chester's the first to join me when I was talking to myself for the first few minutes of this. And I've already gone through that topic of Jim had been asking me about Windows 10 update. I don't know if anybody out there has a Windows 10 computer. I don't think any of you do. Mom's on a Mac, Dad's on 11, Fred's on a Mac, Chester's on 11. So it's here, but I bet you guys don't care. And another topic that I was bringing up to Fred that I find very useful, I found this morning, was how to make a web page read to you on your phone. Well, actually on any device, any Macintosh device. So your desktop Macintosh or your iPad, you can bring up a Safari web page. You can tell it to read it to you. At the bottom of this article has the instructions for how to turn on the accessibility items in your iPhone. This option, a speak screen. Sorry. So with speak screen turned on in your accessibility options on your iPhone, then when you're on a web page, you can swipe down from the top of your screen in 2 fingers, and it will bring up a speech player that you can use to play items of text that are on your screen. What's handy about this player is that it has a play pause button, and it has a forward and back button, kind of like skipping through tracks. And so you can use the skip to move through the text content on your page to read different paragraphs and sections of that web page. I thought that would be very handy for folks that don't like to spend a lot of time trying to read the content on their phone, but they'll look it up, and then if they had the time, they didn't want to bother with trying to look at it, they could just hit a play button and read it, which is something that I'm finding myself more and more wanting to do, is have it read to me. Probably because of my
that would also work while you're driving.
Yeah, maybe. I bet we couldn't find a recommendation to do that though. that play button would have to be real. Well, you know what might take advantage of that while driving. Not that I should be giving tips on how to use your phone while you're occupied with a vehicle, but there is the zoom feature on the iPhone where if you tap it with 3 fingers, it'll zoom. I wonder if that player. In fact, I can just try it right. Open up a Safari window. Because if you could zoom that player into almost full-size screen, then that would be really helpful. So I've got a Forbes article in front of me, something I was reading earlier. I've got the setting on, so I'll just swipe down with 2 fingers.
Microsoft says, and we're here to support you throughout the process. The Windows 10 extended security.
I hope you guys are hearing that okay. But that's reading the browser. Now, oh, I don't want to subscribe. There we go. So actually, it's a fairly decent size to begin with, so it might work on while you're driving. I mean, you might not be too distracted. I'm not promoting being distracted while driving, but if you have the zoom feature, I wonder if this works now. 3-finger tap, double tap, triple tap. Oh, you know what? I don't have it on. Because there may be the ability to zoom that into like really large buttons so you can glance over at it and hit the button. Oh yeah, I do have zoom turned off. Let me. Yeah. That's in the accessibility features as well. So if I 3-finger tap or double tap, zooms in. Now what happens if I bring that? Wait, there is a very...
Coming back.
No, that doesn't work. It actually disappears on the zoom. So, I wouldn't recommend doing it driving. But you bring up an interesting point. It would be interesting to have some kind of app you could load with web pages to read to. Hi, Bill. Welcome. Everybody got a late start today.
I was thinking reading a book.
Yeah, Bill, you are not muted, but we can't hear you. Nope, nothing. Yeah, I think probably the easiest way to do that, Fred, is to get the audiobook. Or one of those Kindles with the audio option. There are Kindles that are able to. They were kind of controversial there for a while, if you remember. Audio. I wonder if that was before Amazon bought Audible. Because it was controversial at first that the Kindle could read such clarity a text document. Okay, so a book that your eyes were in. And at some point, stopped hearing about what happened with the audiobook publishers with the controversy. I wonder if it went away when Amazon bought Audible, one of the biggest audiobook companies on the internet. I'm just speculating. But they definitely had that hardware. They've had that hardware available for a while. So Bill disappeared. I think he's having technical problems. I would answer questions to help him, but we can't hear him. You're still nothing. Are you Bluetooth to something? You know what's interesting, Bill? When you tap your device, we hear a slight tap sound. Tap at it. Yeah, we hear that, and we see indicators on the screen that there's sound. It's like the sound is not going into that microphone. Is the microphone blocked? Like, is there's something over the microphone, or is there something?
I hear white noise.
You hear white noise? I don't hear white noise, but maybe my system's filtering it out. Now I gotta turn up. Now I gotta turn up my volume, Fred. Oh, you're right. There is some white noise. Bill, say something. Wow, it is just so not picking up your voice. It's picking up some ambient sound, and you can hear the tap when you touch it. I wonder if cleaning the microphone area would help. Maybe there's some lint or something causing it to have. Could be some strange physical blockage that throws off the what is it? The noise, the automatic noise reduction that's built into the Apple devices. It could be that there's something physical in front of the microphone and it's throwing off that. And they've been using these neural nets for doing so much of the massaging of data. It could be throwing it off. Hello, Bill.
How about now?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine now.
No, I can't hear you.
Oh. You got to get both. Hello, Bill.
Hey,
Hey, we can hear you now.
we're connected. Hot damn.
You're on a different device now?
Yeah, I went to my laptop. I don't know. I tried my phone, and it just like the last time I tried to hook up here, the phone it just joins and then kicks me right out again. I don't know. Never solved that problem. Anyway,
That's
this
really
one's
strange.
And where I couldn't hear, or you couldn't hear me, was on the iPad. So I went to my old reliable desktop, laptop.
Well,
Anyway,
for your iPad, I think I would just double check that you can Bluetooth to a pair of headphones and speak through that microphone.
Bluetooth was off.
No, I'm saying to troubleshoot this audio problem. I think I would just you do the easy stuff first. So the first thing I would do is just hook it to another set of headphones and see if that mic works. But
Well, it was supposed to be on the speaker.
Yeah, the way it's behaving makes me think that there might be something physically blocking the microphone port, the hole.
Oh, we had that problem before.
Yeah, and just by cleaning that hole, it may fix that problem.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely picking up, but I'm imagining what's happening is something is throwing off the algorithm for the noise reduction.
Yeah.
And so something right in front of the microphone might be doing that. So like if you tap on it, there's some sound that's getting through. But if you're basically in the background of this particle that's blocking the microphone.
Anyway, we're not here for a long time. Cheryl's downstairs loading her dryer or something. This is our last day in this place. We're moving tomorrow.
Are you excited?
Oh, fuck no.
You got to be excited to be at the end of it.
Well, I'll be excited when we're sitting in the other place and done with this place. Like we're coming back. We move tomorrow, which is Thursday, isn't it? Oh, Tomorrow we load. Thursday they show up at the condo and unload. So we're going to have piles of boxes sitting in the living room, I'm sure. And there's very little storage. There's a tiny storage down in front of the parking spot. And then we have to decide what will actually fit and what won't and what's going where. Anyway, I screwed up my back about a day ago, so that's always helpful. And we are attempting to get the preliminary packing finished.
Well, Bill, you have a different audio problem. I caught like every other word of that. I don't know if anybody else had the same experience. There's something going on your end. Maybe it's just bandwidth, or maybe you're just not close enough to the microphone.
Oh man, let me see.
Yeah, when you enunciate, we can hear you fine, but just casual conversation, you break into this choppy audio.
Just a minute.
This is old school computer club where we're helping each other stay in the meeting.
So how are we doing now?
Yeah, it sounds all right. I mean, it sounds a little underwater.
Is the sound coming through complete now?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was probably my headphones then. They must have been picking up and pushing through the Bluetooth, I guess. I turned the Bluetooth off, and now everything's coming through the.
Yeah, no, it's much clearer
speaker.
now.
Anyway, I think what I was trying to say is we're in the final day of packing. Everything's in an uproar. The movers show up tomorrow morning to load, and then they show up at the condo day after tomorrow to unload. And our life will be in chaos for about the next 4 days. And I did screw up my back 2 days ago or a day ago, so that just adds to the fun of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's frustrating, especially in the middle of stuff like that.
And I almost never have trouble with my back.
Bill, I take it you're moving out of a house into a condo?
Yes, we are. We're moving from about a 2,300 square foot house, 6 acre acreage, into a 900 square foot.
Okay, you're downsizing, and frankly, that at our ages, that's good.
I know it doesn't feel good when I throw away stuff that I've been hoarding for the last 40 years, but it feels good to be able to walk around and not stumble over stuff.
What I find is the stuff that I cherished most through the years, which is largely tools, I can no longer use.
Well, it's frustrating. I had a lot of tools, hand tools, for renovating this place and renovating the last place, and they're all gone. They literally have given them away or sold them. But every time I turn around, like I still need tools and take something down or put something down, whatever. And every time I turn around, I don't even have a screw to put into a piece of wood. Matter of fact, a few days ago, I needed a piece of wood about 6 inches by 6 inches out of the piece. And I had no saw.
Oh, you're breaking up again, Bill.
I don't want to.
Yeah, something happened, but you went back to breaking up. Maybe it's not your headphones.
Maybe the internet gods don't want you to talk.
That could be.
So go ahead, Scott. You talk much better than that.
Well, what else do I have to say? With our newly joined folks here, Bill, did you bring any topics? Mom, Dad, you guys bring any topics?
Just get used to throwing away stuff that you thought were most important.
Yeah, well, that's a sad topic. Let's not talk. Hanging on to that one ball of wire and then throwing it away, and next week you need it.
Yeah. My daughter did show up about a month ago to help us, and she filled a mid-sized dumpster in about 4 hours. She was just like a goddamn tornado. We're saying what she said was, Dad, we got to get rid of this shit because I don't want to have to deal with it when you're not.
Bill, have you looked at today's document?
No, I have not.
Let me drop it in the chat so it's easily available to everybody that's online. I'm looking at the people on our board here, and do you still run a Windows 10 computer?
You're talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I run, my laptop is a Windows 11.
Windows 11 or Windows 10?
I think it's Windows, whatever, one or the other.
Well, I mean, I only mention it because in the document there, I've provided some links that explain how to get Windows 10 update support for the next year. Microsoft has reneged, and they've come up with a plan to keep Windows 10 computers running for another year. So if you still have an old Windows 10 computer in your life, that's the information for how to get updates over until 2026 now.
Well, I'll check to see what I have first.
Yeah, I don't know if you or Cheryl still have a Windows 10 computer in your life.
He might have one. Hers is fairly old. This is a newer one.
But we've all been watching this date approach, this October 14th date where Microsoft has said they're going to cut everybody off from support. And you're going to have to move to Windows 11. And if you, there's a lot of old Windows 10 computers in my life that won't run Windows 11. And so now they've offered up these options, how to keep those Windows 10 computers running.
Yeah, I have a Windows 11.
Okay. So you don't have to worry about it either. Well, then it's a good thing I spent the first 10 minutes of this meeting just talking about that to myself.
Well, I'm sure Cheryl would love to upgrade if it was old or support whatever. Her laptop is dying slow death.
Yeah, it's on the way. It's on the way out.
Yeah. She barely ever turns it on. And I'm thinking, do it back to original. And see
You're breaking up again there, Bill.
Okay, I give up. I have nothing important to say anyway.
Well, I don't either, but I did put two other links in here that I thought were interesting. I thought you guys might find interesting. One is this just technology. They've made this temporary tattoo. The headline is temporary tattoo could prevent sexual assault. By changing color. I don't know if this is the best form of this, but it's an interesting demonstration of the technology they have. If you're not familiar with a temporary tattoo, your kids and grandkids are. They are they're easily applied plastic tattoos that are applied on the skin with water, and then they don't come off for a period of time, like a week time or 2 weeks time. And this is all proof of concept that they can make a tattoo that can test elementary drugs with it. So the idea being, or at least the example they give in this article, is say you're a young lady that's gone out partying for the night, you're at the club, you've got your temporary tattoo on you, somebody offers you a drink, you can discreetly stick your finger in your drink and wipe it across your tattoo, and if it changes color, you're aware that it has been drugged with one of the common date rape drugs. I can think of a half a dozen other ways you could probably be, but this is one more way. I don't know. I guess you could be. I mean, it is an interesting bit of technology, though, to think that you could do testing on substances through something that's been added to your skin. before it enters your body. Who knows? Maybe there's some future thing for celiac, gluten. I don't know, but I thought the technology was fairly interesting. It's one of those things. It's funny how many technologies we have out there that is like looking for a real good purpose. They're able to do it, but what's it going to be used for is the question. But yeah, maybe just the convenience of it, since you don't have to carry any devices with you. It's discreet. Maybe it's something that will catch on. I imagine with young girls. I know from my
I
own.
would suspect in this group you're the only one that has young girls.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, and from my own experience as a father of daughters, we've taught our girls not to accept any drinks they don't know where they've come from. Got to see the origin of the drink to think it's safe. A problem I don't remember growing up with as a male. I never had to worry about that. Well, the other thing that I thought was interesting interesting news is kind of depressing news. And it's just an article talking about how this 158-year-old trucking company took such a loss because of ransomware. It's killed their business. They're throwing in a towel and shutting down. The pretty sad story. If you're reading this, it means the internal infrastructure of your company is fully or partially dead. Let's keep all the tears and resentment to ourselves and try and build a constructive dialogue. This is what appeared on the screen of multiple computers in this trucking organization as the ransomware villains are asking to get paid to give them back their. That's the ransom. It's just a reminder. I mean, this whole organization was brought down. This is the whole point of this article. Was brought down by poor password standards. People not picking hard passwords. People giving up passwords easy. I've forgotten now because I read it earlier, but there's some silly reason that the here it is, right here. The internet-connected criminals are said to have gained access to KNP's internal systems via weak password used by one of the employees at the firm. Actually, the password was so weak, it was simply guessed correctly. Brought down a 158-year-old organization in the UK because one of their employees that had too much privileges had no creativity in their password. It was probably something like password. Well, and those are my topics for today. I'm happy to listen to anybody else's topics or do recommendations or call it an early meeting again. Which I'm very happy all of you showed up, because at first Chester and I were just going to call it an early meeting.
I don't have anything.
Well, damn
Except
you, Bill. It's the reason we've got nothing to talk about is you didn't bring anything to talk about.
Well, I'm sorry. Maybe next year. Up, Sandy's got her hand up.
Yeah, what you got, Mom?
Well, I don't know. You may have talked about this before, but we just watched the series Untamed about a Forest Service guy who patrols Yosemite. And he's sort of a quiet guy who can handle any situation. I just about have his name. It's in Netflix and it hasn't been out very long. It's not a bad series to watch. There's horses involved and there's, of course, people involved, and we enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I watched it with Yuya when she was here. She's headed back to Mexico. For those of you that don't know, he and Viviana have headed back to Mexico, get Viviana back into school. So it's just me and Emily here doing the bed and breakfast thing with Mom and Dad.
Sandy, how many series are there? Just one? Or
One season, yeah, so far. It's brand new this year. I don't know if it's going to go on or not. Oh, Braneth? No, that's not quite his name. I think he played Jesus at one point, the main character.
I don't know. Eric Bana?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we thought it was well done. Here's the from Australia.
Of course.
Oh, this is you would know him from Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
There-
Which King Arthur. Is that what you remember him from, Mom?
No.
Oh.
I thought he played Jesus at, probably 15 years ago, but I may be wrong. I may have mixed him up with someone else.
Well, I'm looking through this and because I remember thinking he seemed familiar, but I couldn't figure out what I would know him from. And he's in all these movies as side characters.
Good
we're
look.
watching one on Paramount called Lioness.
Mm.
Lioness?
Mm-hmm. That is really good too. Good women's parts.
Yes, it is.
Look at that. It brought up two different things. Crime drama and a war drama.
War drama is the one I'm thinking of.
On Paramount. Yeah, that's Esther was. Oh yeah. This is
Yeah, they're CIA, female CIA agents.
Zoe Saldana. Right.
recommendation.
I remember hearing about this. Have not yet watched it. I'll stick that on our document as well. Since I so quickly ran out of tech topics that are interesting.
How about Dark Winds?
Oh, that's good.
Is it the Tony Hillerman? Is that what you're
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Dark Winds, but I'm waiting on the season.
season 2 is out.
Oh, it is out.
It is out. Yeah, we watched that.
Oh,
Or
okay.
season 3. What is it? Season 3, I guess, is out.
Is it out too? We haven't watched that. I don't.
That, and we also waiting on Lineman. Not Lineman. He's a lease hound, oil and gas.
Hey, it looks like season 3 started in March. Last episode, the season finale was April 27th. Of Dark Wind.
Okay.
don't think I haven't gotten to watch season 3.
Oh, Wednesday is out now.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to watch that yet either. But that was a favorite. Gina Ortega. But Steve Buscemi's in season. Billy Piper. Cool. Well, guys, I don't have any more topics.
Come on, Cheryl's always got something.
Cheryl's brain is fried right now. I know I've been watching something and I know I was going to talk to you guys about it, but my head is in moving mode. Today's our last day. So.
How about Fire Country?
Say that again?
Fire Country?
Fire Country.
Is that a series?
Yes. Well, it's about convicts on the fire line.
Oh.
Cal Fire?
It's on Paramount and Apple TV from 2022. Has 4 seasons.
Has a real cute guy who plays on it.
I don't know. I didn't notice.
Looks like the season started. It just started 2 days ago for the fourth season.
Repeat the name, please.
Fire Country.
It's California firefighters, isn't it?
Seeking redemption and a shortened prison sentence, young convict Bodie Donovan joins a firefighting program that returns him to a small Northern California hometown, where he and other inmates work alongside elite firemen to extinguish massive blazes across the region. A drama about putting out wildfires with prisoners.
I thought the first 2 seasons were really good.
Was that Netflix?
That's Paramount and Apple TV. And they've already had the first 2 episodes of the 4th season. No, they've already had the first episode. Second one will be next week. Fire Country. Well, I'm going to have to make a point of getting more topics for next week. I've got a bunch of other topics, but they've just gotten so old. Maybe I should break some of those out. But I also... Go ahead.
Trainwreck. Poop cruise.
What? Trainwreck?
Trainwreck. Poop cruise.
What is poop cruise?
Is that all one title?
Yeah.
Trainwreck Poop Cruise?
Yes.
It's rather conflicting, isn't it? It's weird.
Well, they're talking about there's a bunch of different train wrecks on different type of things, but this one happened to be a cruise ship that went dead in the water, and things wouldn't flush, that kind of stuff. And it's true. It's not a made up thing.
Poop Cruise, there it is. 2025 documentary on an engine fire leaves 4,000 passengers stranded at sea without power and plumbing in this wild documentary about the infamous Poop Cruise of 2013. Oh, well, this is my next watch.
I just thought it was interesting.
Poop Cruise. I've never even heard of it. So
Especially
Train
since
Wreck
I'm-
is a collection of different documentaries?
Yes.
Oh.
I wasn't even aware of it. Cool. I'm imagining from the title, it's a collection of documentaries of things going wrong.
Yes.
Bill, you got your hand up. What's up?
I'm just going to say goodbye until next week. We're out of here.
Well, guys, I think we should probably all do that. I saw that we're on the countdown for this meeting ending, and I don't see a reason for us to continue into the next meeting unless somebody desperately needs to talk to me about more stuff.
Well, good luck with the rest of your moving, Bill and Cheryl.
Thank
Yeah, you
you.
guys, good luck in your new place.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, the next time we log in, we'll be in the new place. I think.
Yes,
Yes.
we should be. Yeah.
We'll show you all the moving boxes and the chaos that we have over there.
Awesome.
Well, keep yourself safe while you move. Don't get your back acting up, Bill.
It's already acting.
Well, stop it.
Okay.
You're 2 days too late,
Yeah.
Sandy.
See
Yeah.
you guys.
See you next week.
Take care.
All right. Have a good one.
Looks like Chester's already left. Fred, I guess we'll say goodbye to you too.
Yeah.
See you.
Terry.
We'll see you guys next week, same time, same bat channel, same bat time.
Okay. Bye.
Heck
Bye.
on.
Fred.
Bye. Adios.
Adios.
All right, well, that was the meeting today. A little slow starting and boring topics. Maybe we'll have some better topics for them. But as always, anyone is welcome to join our club meeting. Watch it here on YouTube. Actually get involved. Go to the website at scclub.org. Contact me, Scott, at scclub.org. And get on the mailing list. You'll get an announcement of when we're going to start the meeting, as well as the meeting code. And you can join us online and talk tech with these folks. Until next Tuesday, everyone, tech on.